Hi, welcome to Dane Walsh channel and Joe. This is about extraterrestrials living in the sea. Leave a comment down below if you please. Oh yeah.
According to this UAP UFO conference going on, lots of scientists, experts, military personnel are saying that there's loads of 4K footage of all these aliens and spaceships going in and out of our oceans. So my theory about potentially massive advanced races living on the bottom of the sea and the oceans does hold true. I mean, the reality is most of the planet is water, so if you were an advanced race, you would be living under the sea. The most of the planet is water, so you could have huge civilizations under there, huge ones. So literally, apparently, this has just come out in the UAP UFO conference over in America in the last 24 hours. They're basically saying that it is real. Aliens are living here on the planet with us. They come in and out of the oceans, all the oceans. They've literally, across the whole planet, they've been seen going in and out of oceans, ships coming through, in, out, docking, out, in and out of the oceans, guys. So apparently, according to this, the most recent UFO conference in the last 24 hours, they have basically told us that yes, there is definitely an advanced race living under our oceans. So
NASA scientist is saying that he saw a 7-foot-tall alien race that looked like African Americans on what he described to be getting off a mile-long spaceship. Let's talk about it. Now, this is all alleged, but I have seen some sources that has talked about this claim, and I honestly don't put anything past it because there's just nothing that I don't believe when it comes down to these extraterrestrials. And my first thought when I read that he saw this race that resembled Africans was the Anunnaki. Now, it was alleged to have been seen at some type of Air Force base, and he said it was hundreds of them, and they looked like a black race, and they were huge. And the Anunnaki were said to be so huge that they were like the Nephilim, which are fallen angels and giants. And he said they had an arrogant look of like conquerors that have never been conquered. I know that's right, aliens. Y'all better serve. But the theory of the Anunnaki's existence has been around for so many years, and they're actually talked about in so many different texts of different cultures around the world. The Anunnakis are said to be some type of extraterrestrial beings that had something to do with basically the existence of humankind. And it is said that they used to basically go back and help ancient civilizations and give them technology and basically tell them what to do and how to make these pyramids, or basically help them do this. Because if you think about it, I don't care what y'all say, there is no possible way that these Egyptians built these pyramids without some type of higher power. So you mean to tell me that these weak slaves, these weak people have built these thousands of pounds of tons and stacked them up and made these pyramids? There's no way. There's no way. The Anunnaki is said to have came down here and helped them and gave them so much knowledge and power. And rumor has it that some people in the higher ups have said that the Anunnaki was supposed to be coming back. So it just all makes sense to me. And lately it's just been so much alien talk, like more than usual. I know every other year we have a few claims and, little few videos of people talking about like different things they've seen. But lately it's just been so much alien talk that some truth has to be behind this stuff. So like I said, this is alleged, but I don't know. I don't put anything past it. But let me know what y'all thinking if y'all believe in the Anunnaki. NASA scientist is saying,
the James Webb Telescope has picked up on potential life outside of our solar system.
Potential life?
Potential life, because NASA announced potential signature of extraterrestrial life in the atmosphere of a planet that is 120 light years away. So the James Webb Telescope, they can pick up on like molecules in space. And so there's a certain molecule called dimethyl sulfide, and that molecule is only produced by living organisms on Earth. And they picked up this molecule from a planet that's 120 light years away.
I mean, there could be just like animal life or creature life in other parts of space, right?
Yeah, but I saw this one thing where they think that these giant sea-like creatures are living under the ice in these oceans on these planets.
Dude, that'd be wild.
That would be
that's
a barrier layer, like we have our atmosphere that protects us. That layer of ice could be protecting something underneath.
Like, what if God was just like, I want to see what this sea creature will do on this planet before I put it on Earth. So they, like,
just testing.
Like, the James Webb Telescope has.
My name is Cadence Sinclair Eastman. Yes, we are those.
Okay, so you mentioned the cave system of the United States where it's the missing 401, right? This picture is from NASA, and it is their collection of UFO sightings within America. It's the exact same as the missing 411.
No way.
The cave systems in America, national parks. Isn't that not wild?
How is that?
wake up
Why would NASA put that out?
It was their press conference where they did the whole talking about UFOs and like what they could be or the sightings or whatever. It was like a couple months ago when they did that.
Gotcha.
But they showed that picture of like these are the regions of the U.S. where there's the most UFO sightings. We talked about the Solomon Islands and stuff and like the cave systems of like where these supposed like giants live. And I mean, just like everywhere, dude. It's like
even if you weren't taking like a spiritual take on it, it just makes sense that they would hide there. It's an unexplored area. There's water source, and if they come out often enough to get food, like it just makes sense that they would chill there.
What I want to ask Nate about Bigfoot is I caught that episode about the mermaids, and they talk about how Bigfoot can teleport interdimensionally and stuff like that. And to me, that's a little bit of a roadblock.
Yeah, sure.
That I
it's a big jump
that I can't cross. Why can't they just be using caves?
Yeah, they could.
To disappear in
or could caves be portals?
I don't know.
Hey, that's what the show Dark about going to the cave, and no joke, there's a portal into time. Like it's time travel, but it's who knows?
What does gravity do in the middle of the Earth?
I don't know. We don't even know what's in the middle of the Earth.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Mrs. Barker.
I tell you.
Who did you get in an argument with?
Yeah, it was Miss Barker. It wasn't an argument. It was just like they called it the
core theory.
The core theory, yeah, Earth's core theory.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, it's a theory.
Yeah.
Well,
no, it's a fact.
What if the Earth is like hollow? This is just me being trippy right now, but you can go down a cave and then basically jump off a ledge in the same way light or things bend around a black hole. You could literally ride a gravitational bend to another underground cave and like pop up in a different region.
Bro, there's so many cultures throughout the world. We talked about the was it the Shambhala or whatever, the Hollow Earth city or whatever, the Indian culture, Buddhist culture, all that stuff. They talked about this civilization to escape this mass cataclysm of the flood and stuff. They literally had tunnels or cave systems that went into the earth to the Hollow Earth where they would emerge on another part of the planet. So it's not it's not a crazy thing to like come up with.
Yeah.
Because there's so many cultures that talk about it. The people in the Solomon Islands, apparently the U.S., like with the cave systems, the ancient people of India and Tibet, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Tibet, baby.
Well, and then, but like, okay, on the flippity flip, we also used to think that the Earth was flat and that the sun revolved around the Earth.
Hey, how do you know? Okay, so
they just confirmed aliens are from our oceans, and they have proof of it. In the Oversight Committee hearing that was broadcasted worldwide, 4 witnesses, including a retired Navy commander, confirmed to Congress that non-human higher intelligence exists. Committee hearing that was broadcasted worldwide, 4 witnesses, including a retired Navy commander, confirmed to Congress that non-human higher intelligence exists and we're in possession of their technology. They said we have UAP material and bioorganic material, and so does every other country, and behind closed doors, they're all in a race trying to reverse engineer the technology that they have. They said they have video evidence of them appearing from the oceans all across the world, and they've been here much longer than us. We've seen the UAPs move and react so quickly, and based on their technology, they believe they're being controlled by a mind-body connection. It said that some of these beings appear to be interdimensional, and that a human can withstand up to 9 Gs of force before suffering fatal consequences, but the technology they're working on is producing upwards of 3,000 Gs. That this is only the tip of the iceberg compared to what the government is not telling us, but let me know what you guys think about all of this, and I'll keep you guys updated.
Alright, stay with me on this one. So aliens come from the ocean. It was just confirmed that aliens are in the ocean. There are alien beings. The government does know that something's happening. So it's like the reason why there are no aliens in space is because all the aliens are coming from the ocean. Only 5% of the ocean has actually been studied. So we know more about black holes, we know more about planets and galaxies than we do about our own oceans. If you didn't watch the whole congressional hearing, go to space.com. You're going to be able to watch the whole hearing about UPAs. They're calling that now, I guess, instead of UFOs. And there's this island called Guatemala Island where there's supposedly an underwater alien base, and the UFOs like zip in and out of. This is the second hearing that they've had, the US has had about UFOs. And they're actually confirming this. Supposedly they're trying to re-engineer this alien technology. So this whole time we've been looking in space out, that they've been literally on the planet deep inside of our oceans.
I'm shocked there's not more coverage about this. But at the end of the day, how is this going to help pay my rent?
NASA is almost 100% sure that in November, the aliens are coming. They even state that the first glance at the 3-Eye Atlas was at the beginning of July, which they seen through the NASA's Atlas telescope. Now they stating that this mothership is 12 miles wide and it's traveling at 37 miles per second. They even state that a mysterious object, the 3-Eye Atlas, has entered our solar system and it's the third confirmation. But is it just a comet or is it alien technology? They state that its trajectory will bring it within 130 million miles of Earth on October 30th. But here's the question. Why are they coming? It's even been reports by NASA saying that these aliens are almost 7 feet tall. Even more crazy is that they state that they resemble us. Come November 1st, will it be the final days? Do you believe aliens exist? Do you believe that they finna touch down on Earth?
What are we looking at here? Cigar-shaped UFOs, long, sleek, and silent, gliding through our skies and above our planet. Sightings like these are no longer rare. They're showing up over China, over California, and even near the International Space Station. These aren't your classic saucers. They're massive cylindrical craft, some miles long, moving without wings, without sound, and without any visible propulsion. In China, residents captured footage of a glowing cylinder moving through the clouds with eerie precision. No wings, no contrails, just a perfectly straight shape hovering in broad daylight. Then thousands of miles away in California, a nearly identical craft appears. Same shape, same silent movement. It cruises past a mountain ridge and vanishes into the sky like it was never there. But the strangest of all, the ones caught on NASA's own space station feeds. Cameras show elongated objects drifting just outside Earth's atmosphere, stationary at first, then accelerating away at impossible speeds. So what are they? Some believe these are advanced reconnaissance drones, possibly extraterrestrial. Others claim they're part of secret programs, built by human hands but hidden from public view. And there's a third theory, that these are organic ships, living crafts, piloted not by...
NASA is hiding more than you think. And this alien discovery is just the beginning. NASA doesn't tell us everything. Over the years, they've been caught hiding footage, editing photos, and burying reports. And now, they may be hiding evidence of alien life. In 2023, scientists studying the planet K2-18b, 120 light-years away, detected something shocking. Dimethyl sulfide, or DMS, a gas that, on Earth, is produced only by living organisms. Let that sink in. The atmosphere of K2-18b may contain a gas only known to come from life. K2-18b is what's called a Hycean world, a planet with liquid oceans and a hydrogen-rich atmosphere, possibly perfect for life. Temperatures range from 0 to 50 degrees Celsius. There's water vapor, carbon dioxide, and maybe even living microbes. But instead of sounding the alarm or calling it the biggest discovery in human history, NASA quietly released a report and went silent. Some say they're waiting for more evidence. Others believe it's part of a long pattern of cover-ups, just one of many secrets NASA keeps from the public. Because if this turns out to be real, it's not just alien life we're talking about. It's proof we're not alone. NASA...
Urgent alert. NASA has just announced the existence of extraterrestrial life on Earth, according to an official statement. These life forms are reportedly hidden in the depths of the oceans. The United States Congress has testified and confirmed the presence of alien life on our planet. It was highlighted that most of them are located in the Atlantic Ocean. A 12-page document has been leaked revealing details about these objects, their locations, descriptions, and even real videos proving that these UFOs are already among us. Additionally, it was reported that several countries are aware of this phenomenon and possess alien materials, including biological material, meaning actual entities or beings. Experts claim that these UFOs remain concealed at the bottom of the ocean and that the U.S. government has images and videos of these spacecraft. It was also stated that these crafts monitor our nuclear technologies and are operated by non-human beings, frequently spotted emerging from the ocean. Do you believe in aliens? Want more information? Comment part 2 to see more in the next video. Visit our profile and check out the videos before they're taken.
A Harvard scientist has issued a chilling warning. An interstellar object named 3I/ATLAS may not be a comet, but a massive alien spacecraft larger than Manhattan. It's blazing toward us at over 130,000 miles per hour, with a predicted arrival window between November 21st and December 5th. 2025, its trajectory is so unusual, it's almost eerily aligned with Earth's orbital plane, that it could carry probes or even weapons. He warns we should be prepared for both peaceful contact or potential attack, but skeptics push back, calling it speculation without evidence. Whether cosmic rock or alien tech, one thing's undeniable, the countdown begins now. A Harvard...
What the hell is going on this planet? So according to NASA, the aliens that's supposed to be coming here in November have a strong resemblance to us. The aggressive aliens that's on their way to Earth that's supposed to get here in November resemble African American people. And they're saying they're around 7 feet tall. And if that's the case, we already know why they're aggressive. We already know what they're coming back here for. Earlier this summer, the Pentagon said that the Anunnaki will be back here in the next 2 years. And now NASA, of course, again, NASA is saying that the aliens that are coming here this November look like African Americans. You do the math. The truth of the matter is, the truth has been hidden for way too long about what this planet is, where this planet came from, who we are as a people. And apparently, those interstellar beings that's coming here are coming here for a reason. And apparently, someone's spoken to them. Someone is keeping contact with them. Someone knows their true purpose. Because you can't randomly just say that they're aggressive and they're coming here aggressively if you haven't spoken to them or if they're not here already. Welcome to 2025. I want to see what's next.
All the people out there that are saying that an alien ship, Atlas, is coming between September and November, you have to really think, because the people that are spiritually woke and actually believe in that stuff and know that stuff is real, they're getting distracted from September to November thinking some ship is coming. But it makes you really wonder and have discernment about the situation. Like, is there something that the government is trying to distract us from that's going to be happening, especially in November? What do you think? Put in the comments below. All the people.
So some scientists at Harvard are putting out warnings saying that an object the size of Manhattan is barreling towards Earth right now. This is the object right here. Now they're saying it's going to be here by the end of November. They don't just think it's an object, they think it's a spacecraft coming to attack the Earth. It's called 31 Atlas, and they're worried about a surprise attack. They're also saying that when it reaches its closest point to the sun in late November, it will temporarily vanish from Earth's view. And they're worried because they think this could be a deliberate move to avoid detection. Now, even though this object has been spotted in space, it remains hypothetical because it can't be proven that it's an alien ship. But if it is an alien ship, then I think we're probably done in November. Now, we'd obviously take some defensive measures, I think, but that would be useless against whatever the fuck that is. So they're calling these aliens crypto-terrestrials. And the scientists are also saying that these crypto-terrestrials are already here living among us, and they're just disguised as humans. And all the UFOs that we've been seeing recently is just them coming and going. And it was predicted that 2025 would be the year that we meet the aliens. So some scientists at Harvard are putting out warnings saying
NASA have done it again. A new, terrifying discovery in space has been released to the world. Just days ago, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope picked up something unnatural. Orbiting a distant star 200 light-years away, scientists observed a structure, perfectly symmetrical, pulsing with energy, and broadcasting a repeating signal at precise intervals. At first, they thought it was a glitch, but it wasn't. This wasn't a comet or a rogue asteroid. This was constructed, built. After triple confirmation, NASA released a chilling statement that said, "We may not be alone, and they may have been watching for a very long time." But here's the part that shakes everything. The signal it's sending, it matches mathematical patterns used in our earliest satellite transmissions from Earth, from the 1960s. Some believe it's a response. Others fear it's a warning. Either way, this changes everything we thought we knew. Are we the explorers or the observed? Want to see the signal? Press on share and then...
My name is Cadence.
Are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water which could indicate a base or presence beneath the ocean's surface?
Extraordinary footage that exists of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
There's multiple hotspots where we see frequent activities. Have you come across any data or visual evidence like sonar readings, underwater footage of these UAPs? Are there any specifics on what you've learned about the UAP activity in our oceans? Have you spoken with sources who have provided any evidence or eyewitness accounts of these UAPs interacting with our naval forces or being detected by our underwater surveillance systems?
Nothing beyond what's in the report and then the specific case that I mentioned with the orb.
Are there any technological capabilities observed in these oceanic UAPs that seem to defy our current understanding of physics or our engineering capabilities?
It seems like they all do.
Yes.
In this report,
if you cut any hole between any 2 points on Earth, it's a 90-minute trip.
Whoa. Oh, wait a minute. I'm now confused. Because first we were going the diameter of the Earth.
Yes.
Okay, and that's from point to point on opposite sides.
Opposite sides.
But if we go up this circle and then I cut a hole.
Yeah. You're not going through the center.
I'm just going straight across.
Straight across.
But it's a much shorter distance.
Yes, it is.
So why would it take the same amount of time?
Because you're not falling towards the center of the Earth.
So the gravitational difference?
Yes. The force accelerating you is less.
Get out!
And it's less by exactly the right amount to cancel how much shorter the distance is.
Come on. You stop it right now. Get out of here!
NASA is about to release an entirely new UFO report in just 2 days. You guys remember earlier in July when we had that entire press conference? It lasted for days and people were blowing the whistle on UFOs, that we had pilots and we had living organisms that weren't human, and they just blew the lid on all this stuff. Well, now NASA just put this on their website a few hours ago. It says that it's going to be hosting a media briefing at 10 a.m. on Thursday, this Thursday the 14th, to go over findings from an unidentified anomalous phenomena independent study that it commissioned in 2022. So they're literally going to tell us an entire study that just went over more aliens just 2 months after we had the biggest announcement about aliens in the United States history. I know there were a lot of people that had speculations after the last one saying that this guy was some kind of plant from the government, that aliens weren't really real. But what do you guys think about this one? Do you think it's going to be any different? It's coming from the official NASA website. I don't know. NASA is about to release an entirely new...
This whole time is...
According to NASA, aliens are coming in November. Yes, you heard it correctly. Aliens will be landing on Earth. And according to NASA, they resemble 7 feet tall African Americans. I was tripping out at first. I was like, wait a minute, did NASA really just say that? And yes, it is 100% correct. So not only are aliens coming in November, but they're African Americans, 7 foot tall. And according to NASA, they're stating that these aliens that are coming in November are very aggressive. Immediately, a lot of people in the comments are saying, how do they know that they're coming aggressively? Somebody has to be talking to them to know that they're coming in an aggressive way. I want to know why the hell they're coming in November, my birthday month. Can they just come in December? Like, let me chill for my birthday in November. A lot of people in the comments were also saying that they're no longer believing what NASA has to say ever since they faked the landing on the moon. But I'm very curious to know, do you really think aliens are coming in November? Let me know down below in the comments, and like always, don't forget to follow for more viral news. Ciao, Pisco. According to NASA...
NASA just found something on Mars, and people think it's proof of ancient alien life. The Curiosity rover just sent back a photo from the surface of Mars, and it's going viral. Why? Because this rock doesn't look like a rock. It looks like coral, the kind that forms underwater here on Earth, created by living organisms. NASA claims the formation was shaped by wind and water billions of years ago, back when Mars still had flowing rivers. But the internet isn't buying it. Some users are calling this a smoking gun, pointing to the coral shape as evidence of ancient biology, the kind that might have once thrived in Martian oceans. If that's true, we're not just looking at rocks, we're looking at fossils. Is this just erosion, or is NASA downplaying the biggest discovery in human history? Coral-shaped rock, ancient water, and maybe ancient life. What do you think NASA's not telling us?
Scientists have officially announced that they have discovered another planet just 40 light years from Earth on a cosmic scale that's almost next door. They call it Gliese 581c. It's a rocky planet orbiting a red dwarf star. It has an atmosphere, conditions for liquid water, temperatures, and may even be suitable for humans. Scientists have discovered anomalous electromagnetic signals, rhythmic and repetitive, that don't sound like natural noises, but more like attempts to communicate. Did it ever occur to you that while we're looking up at the stars, there's someone on another planet looking down at Earth? We're not alone. The universe may already be full of people. We just haven't understood their language. What does this discovery mean? Colonial migration is a first contact. It could change the course of civilization. It could make us think again. So I'm going to ask you, if one day we could travel to that planet, would you be willing to leave Earth? Leave me a comment at, would you embark on this?
So there are phenomena that are emerging from other dimensions that occasionally interface with this dimension of 3D space-time, and people will call them alien, but they're not. A lot of people will see something like that, and there is evidence for like Stranger Things, right? And those can be from another dimension, but they're not extraterrestrial. An extraterrestrial biological entity is from another star system and planet. To go from point A to B, they are dropping out of linear space-time and traversing other dimensions. So some of the phenomenon that's extraterrestrial looks very, very close to something from another dimension.
Gresh never said extraterrestrial or alien, he said interdimensional. I think that that's incredibly important. They're not necessarily a biological entity from another planet per se.
So there are...
Did we just make contact with aliens from planet K218b? NASA recently detected potential signs of life on K218b, a planet about 120 light-years away in the Leo constellation. This planet is what scientists call a Hycean world, a type of exoplanet that has a hydrogen-rich atmosphere and possibly liquid water. That already makes it interesting. But what really caught attention was the detection of dimethyl sulfide in the atmosphere. On Earth, this molecule is only known to be produced by living organisms. That's a big deal. It could be the first chemical clue pointing to biological life beyond our planet. But here's something to think about. Discoveries like this don't just challenge our understanding of the universe, they expand it. And the shift isn't only scientific, it's also collective. We're in a time where more people are open to the idea that we're not alone. And not just open, but actively expecting contact in one form or another. From a consciousness perspective, that's huge, because as awareness grows, our perception of reality evolves. Many believe that contact won't necessarily begin with ships in the sky. It may begin with subtle changes in how we think, feel, and connect to the idea of life beyond Earth. So maybe K218b isn't just another distant planet. Maybe it's a reflection of a shift that's already happening within us, here on planet Earth. If you met an alien, what would be the first thing you'd say? Comment below. I'm genuinely curious.
Speaking of alien technology, yes. Did you see that video of those 10-foot creatures in Brazil that was actually caught on video?
I did see those.
Dude,
wild.
Look at this, Lil. There's like one where it's like walking down the mountain.
They look really tall.
But then there is one in Mexico as well. Look at that thing.
Oh, it looks similar.
It's huge.
There's a lot of things happening in different places all the way across the world. You can't coordinate that.
This one was in Canada. It looks just like the one in California.
Yeah.
Right?
That one's weird. Yeah.
And then a couple of them in Chicago.
Oh, those are weird.
And then watch them zoom off.
Golly, dude. These things are moving fast. You need to check out the one that happened in Mexico. And it's literally this thing flying down the road, just like gliding. And it's changing colors. It's wacky, man. And that's like really good footage.
It's just like signs.
I'm gonna go buy a drone and hang little dangly prisms off it and just start flying it around your house one night.
If it is military stuff, we have the right to know what's flying in our airspace. I mean, I feel like we should know, if we can see it, it's...
So NASA is saying that aliens will be here on Earth in November, but that's not the catch. They said they are 7 feet tall and they look like African American people. Now you know why I think that is a joke, because out of all these many years, now it comes 2025. These people are saying now the aliens look like African American people. Oh, and they will be aggressive. Ciao. Y'all listen to anything these fucking people say, you are crazy. If the aliens is coming, that means that the government got some up their sleeve and they gonna be trying to cover it up with all these type of shenanigans. If we have an aliens invasion, that equals AI. Like, let's be smart about this, guys. Out of all the many years, now they saying aliens coming and they look like African Americans and they gonna be aggressive. Try to fuck that.
What the hell is going on this planet? So according to NASA, the aliens that's supposed to be coming here in November have a strong resemblance to us. The aggressive aliens that's on their way to Earth that's supposed to get here in November resemble African American people. And they're saying they're around 7 feet tall. And if that's the case, we already know why they're aggressive. We already know what they're coming back here for. Earlier this summer, the Pentagon said that the Anunnaki will be back here in the next 2 years. And now NASA, of course, again NASA, is saying that the aliens that are coming here this November look like African American. You do the math. The truth of the matter is the truth has been hidden for way too long about what this planet is, where this planet came from, who we are as a people. And apparently those interstellar beings that's coming here are coming here for a reason. And apparently someone's spoken to them. Someone is keeping contact with them. Someone knows their true purpose. Because you can't randomly just say that they're aggressive and they're coming here aggressively if you haven't spoken to them or if they're not here already. Welcome to 2025. I want to see what's
Other footage from the ISS has reinforced the idea that strange things are happening up in orbit. Check this picture out. It's from 2015 when a British astronaut saw 3 lights moving in formation near the ISS.
I always knew the space was not something to dream about. It's a terrifying place, and who knows what's hidden within that emptiness. When NASA spotted something unexplainable in the vastness of space, they feared the worst.
A lot of different objects on Mars that people see or think they see in various rover images. And it's really hard to dismiss them because they do look exactly like sculptures that human beings make. And even after a massive cataclysm like what apparently took place on Mars, you're going to find remnants from a lost civilization that's just leaving behind those last hints that we were here.
But what they found was far more bizarre. From a weird formation to a whole face just staring at Earth on Mars, these mind-bending discoveries challenge everything we thought we knew about the universe. Let's get right into it.
Essentially, Oumuamua was similar to a dark comet, that the acceleration was driven by the outgassing of volatile-like ice-like material, but it just had very little dust coma. And that's why we didn't see the dust coma for whatever reason.
So that would explain it.
Number 10. Oumuamua. On October 19th, 2017, something utterly mind-blowing happened. Astronomers discovered a strange object racing through our solar system, something that wasn't from around here at all. The first ever confirmed interstellar visitor from outside our solar system, and it brought with it a whole new level of mystery that has kept scientists scratching their heads ever since. On October 19th, 2017, astronomer Robert Weryk, using the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope at the Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii, first spotted Oumuamua. Its name comes from the Hawaiian language and means a messenger from afar arriving first. And let's just say, this cosmic visitor definitely lived up to its name. Oumuamua wasn't just passing through. It had been drifting through the Milky Way for hundreds of millions of years, unattached to any star. By the time it passed us, it was already on its way out, around 33 million kilometers from Earth. That's about 85 times the distance from Earth to the Moon. Think about that. A traveler from another star system, just passing through our corner of the universe. Now, this is where it gets seriously weird. Oumuamua didn't just look like something strange. It was in fact strange. An object that's up to 10 times longer than it is wide, possibly even 400 meters long. Some say it looked like a cigar, while others suggested it could have been more pancake-shaped. Whatever it was, no object in our solar system had ever looked like this. As it whizzed through space, it showed a reddish hue, likely caused by cosmic rays bombarding its surface over millions of years, turning it into a cosmic relic. This is where things got interesting. Oumuamua didn't rotate like a typical asteroid. It tumbled through space, spinning on its axis every 7.3 hours, rotating on multiple axes. Something triggered this movement, possibly a past collision or outgassing from within, making it unlike anything we've seen before. Things got even stranger when its brightness fluctuated by up to 10 times as it spun, revealing just how elongated it must be. When it entered the solar system, it was moving at a mind-boggling 196,000 miles per hour, fast enough to escape the sun's gravitational pull, confirming it came from outside our solar system. Despite passing incredibly close to the sun, Oumuamua didn't have the tail of a typical comet. No coma, no dust, nothing. That baffled astronomers, as comets usually release gas and dust when near the sun. Harvard scientists Avi Loeb and Shmuel Bialy even proposed it could be an alien probe, possibly a light sail sent by an advanced civilization. But before we could find more, it was darkened by cosmic rays over time. With only a few weeks of visibility, scientists had a limited window to study it before it faded from view. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime event. But that wasn't...
A mysterious interstellar object is on a direct course for our planet, and this top Harvard astrophysicist says it could be artificial. Is this our first contact? The military knows more than they're telling. Watch this.
Do you hear about that fucking object that's hurtling towards Earth at like 130,000 miles an hour?
Yeah, that might solve all our problems.
Some intergalactic object that's hurt. There's this guy, Avi Loeb. He's a professor at Harvard that believes it might be an alien probe.
Wow.
And he was talking about the odds of this thing being in the trajectory that it is, entering into our solar system in a direct path with Earth. The odds are extremely low. And at the place where it's doing it, it's when the Earth is the opposite side of the sun, so it's coming from behind the sun. And it's so it makes it difficult to detect. And that this object is in a direct line to come to Earth in 2027.
Do they have a trajectory of where it's going to land?
I don't think they totally know that yet. I think they're trying to calculate whether or not it's actually going to hit Earth or come near Earth or pass by Earth or what it, what it is. Like
why do they think it's an alien satellite or whatever?
Well, there's this guy, Avi Loeb, this professor that I'm discussing. He also had an analysis of another object that passed by Earth a few years back that they named, and they said that this thing had a very bizarre metallic sort of a look to it that he did not think, based on the shape of it and the way it was traveling, that it was natural. So he thought that that could have been some sort of an alien craft as well. I don't know.
A mysterious interstellar object is on a direct course for
Now this is wild. A NASA whistleblower recently revealed facts that may prove there are...
According to NASA...
Now this is wild. A NASA whistleblower recently revealed facts that may prove there are people living inside the Earth. It turns out NASA discovered a hidden ocean beneath the Earth's crust. NASA hid this discovery from the public. But the truth is finally coming out. You see, back in 2014, NASA scientists detected strange movement deep beneath the Earth's surface. As they dug deeper, they uncovered a large supply of water 500 miles beneath the Earth's crust. Scientists say this ocean is 3 times bigger than the surface ocean. Some believe they hid this from us because there is more to the story than just water. That this water is indicative of an ancient civilization living inside the Earth. After hearing these rumors, this whistleblower decided to find out for himself. He assembled an expedition team to locate the connection between the surface ocean and this hidden ocean. After analyzing the data, they knew the entrance was somewhere near the Mariana Trench. On June 1st, the team set sail. Unfortunately, they got way more than they bargained for. Follow and save this video for part 2 coming soon. Now this is wild.
According to NASA, they just said the aliens that's supposed to come in here in November resemble African Americans. Allegedly. Hell no. And they said that they supposed to be 7 foot tall. Now fuck. If that's the case, we already know why they coming back here for. I just hope they ass don't be aggressive though. Yo, bro, you me, I'm you. Remember the summer, the Pentagon said that the Anunnaki would be back in the next 2 years. And then boom, now NASA saying they look like African Americans. It's a lot of truth that's gonna come out. There's a lot of truth that's been hidden. About who we are as a people, what this planet is, where this shit come from, why I couldn't be 7 foot. What y'all niggas put in me, y'all stopped my shit from being 7 foot. I could've went to the league, bitch. And apparently somebody gotta be in communication with them, y'all. I just don't understand. How do you know when these people about to be aggressive? Y'all say they coming in 2 years. The fuck they booked a vacation? Are y'all talking to them and they like, they own that or something? I don't know. How do y'all even, do they talk like us? I'm just saying, somebody gotta know their true purpose. Cause how can you just randomly just say this, that they gonna be aggressive? How do they know? Or, what if they here already? Or, what if they're in the Pentagon NASA? According to
So NASA then came out and said that the aliens that are to arrive here in November resemble 7 feet African American people. Why are you telling us this now? Because all the thunder we've been hearing all summer long, all these thunder and lightning storms, all these crazy sounds, all this water that we're just like, where is this water coming from? All of this stuff that's been happening, I really just feel as though for entertainment purposes only, they've been here. They've been here. And the war has been being fought and you guys are losing. You guys are losing, and since 2020, black people have been saying our ancestors are here. And now here you are telling us that there are 7 feet tall aliens coming in November that look like African Americans. And we've been saying, we're the chosen ones, we're this, we're that. Like, and people have been so annoyed. Oh, black people are the Egyptians. Black people are the Anunnaki. Black people, black. What you need to understand is black people are cosmic. Cosmic. So that's...
Everyone's talking about this 12-mile-long ship in the sky, but few dare to say what the Bible actually says about it. So check this out. If you don't believe in God, feel free to scroll up. But if you do, stay with me to the end and you won't be disappointed. The Bible says there will be great signs in the heavens and distress among the nations. And the Lord himself will descend from heaven, and the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive will be caught in the clouds. You see, this isn't science fiction. That's the rapture. Maybe this isn't a ship. Maybe it's a warning, a reminder that Jesus is coming. Everyone's talking about this 12-mile-long ship in the sky, but few dare to say what the Bible actually says about it. So check this out. If you don't believe in God, feel free to scroll up. But if you do, stay with me to the end and you won't be disappointed. The Bible says there will be great signs in the heavens and distress among the nations. And the Lord himself will descend from heaven, and the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive will be caught in the clouds. You see, this isn't science fiction. That's the rapture. Maybe this isn't a ship. Maybe it's a warning, a reminder that Jesus is coming, and very soon. You see, if the sky opened up tonight, would you arise, or would
Ryan Garcia believes that aliens live in the ocean and that he has seen them with his own eyes. So in a video that he had posted on Kick, he goes on to explain that aliens are putting nanotechnology not only in the water, but also in our food. And the reason for doing this is to make us sick at will. They could press a button and make us feel ill at any time that they want. He also goes on to say in another interview that aliens are worshipped by our leaders and they are working together, and the aliens provide information to our leaders, and that's how we have new technologies and endless resources. But he does go on to state that not all aliens live in the ocean, that some actually come from the sky as well. But really, it's when he explained his encounter with an alien that really sent me. He said he was experiencing sleep paralysis, and for those of you that don't know what that is, it's when you're half asleep, half awake, and you kind of can't move and you start to hallucinate. It's like you're dreaming while you're awake. He said an alien came to him and he told him that you are not the real God, and the alien went away. As somebody who experiences sleep paralysis, bro did not experience an alien. What do you guys think about this?
In a surprising and controversial twist that has left many stunned, NASA scientists have claimed that possible alien life might bear striking similarities to African Americans. The revelation, though highly speculative, has sparked a wave of emotional reactions, from intrigue and pride to confusion and outrage. Experts say the idea could challenge long-held beliefs about humanity's origins, the diversity of life in the universe, and our place in the cosmic story. In a surprising and controversial twist that has left many stunned, NASA scientists have claimed that possible alien life might bear striking similarities to African Americans.
Who gonna believe this, bro? Are y'all really believing this? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Look at that. How do they even know that? How would they even... They got the fro. Oh my God. Yo, if this is what aliens look like, I'm clowning them, bro. Aliens from motherfucking 1960s, 1970s looking ass. Look. So we got people jumping on here saying that NASA confirms that these aliens are gonna be, they're gonna resemble 7 foot tall African Americans or Africans. Oh, who got info like that? Y'all can't, y'all stop it.